Hi everyone. If your room turns into an oven every afternoon, and opening the window just brings in hotter air, this is the kind of product that can either save your summer, or become a big noisy hassle in the corner. Today I'm talking about the Whynter 14,000 BTU dual hose portable air conditioner, and I want to go through what it's actually like to live with it. The setup, the cooling, the noise, the size, and the little things I wish were designed better. I got interested in this unit because I needed something stronger than a smaller portable AC, but I also didn't want to deal with a heavy window unit hanging outside. My place can get brutally hot, especially during heat waves. Before using this, the indoor temperature could feel almost the same as outside, and when the outside temperature starts pushing into the 90s or even higher, that gets old very quickly. The first thing you notice with this Whynter is that it is not a tiny appliance. It's a big unit, and it definitely takes up floor space. It also needs to sit a little away from the wall, because the intake and exhaust hoses need room to bend toward the window. So if you're imagining it tucked tightly into a small corner, I'd measure carefully and leave extra room behind it. It's also heavy. The wheels on the bottom help a lot once it's on the floor, and on a hard surface, it's pretty easy to roll around. But carrying it upstairs is a different story. I would not want to move this up or downstairs alone. If you live in a walk-up, or you need to move it between floors, get another person to help. Setup was not impossible, but it also wasn't the smoothest part of the experience. The basic installation only took around 10 to 15 minutes once I understood how everything fit together, but the hoses and window kit can be fiddly. The hose connectors need to be threaded and locked into place, and it took me a couple of tries before everything felt secure. The window slider is also something to pay attention to. It's adjustable, but depending on the width of your window, it might not fit perfectly. In my case, I would not be surprised if someone had to trim a couple inches off or use foam board, weather stripping, or tape to get a better seal. The kit works, but it feels like the least polished part of the whole system. Once it's installed and left alone, it's fine, but I would not buy this expecting to move it from room to room several times a day. For best performance, I'd really recommend using both hoses when possible. This is one of the big advantages of this unit. With the dual hose setup, one hose exhausts hot air outside, and the other brings in outside air for the system, which helps reduce that negative pressure feeling you can get with single hose portable units. This setup just feels more efficient and more stable. And cooling is where this unit really earns its place. Once it's running, the air coming out gets cold quickly. I noticed cool air almost immediately after turning it on, and it can bring a hot room down fast. In a bedroom or living room, it makes a clear difference. In one setup, it dropped a warm room by a noticeable amount within about an hour. And in really hot conditions, it can create around a 20-degree difference between outside and inside, when the room is set up well with curtains and decent airflow. If you're thinking about getting one, I actually found a pretty good price on this. I'll leave the link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. What impressed me most is that it doesn't just cool the area directly in front of it. The fan is powerful, and the top vent pushes air upward, which can help move cooler air toward an upstairs landing or into a larger open space. In an open living room, it can help keep the room comfortable and even reduce heat upstairs a bit. If your home has a long hallway or multiple rooms, you may still want to use a regular fan to help circulate the cold air. I found that adding an oscillating fan in front can spread the cooling better and make the space feel more even. The noise level is something I describe as acceptable, not silent. When the compressor kicks in, you hear it. There's a fan sound and a compressor hum, and sometimes the change in sound is more noticeable than the actual volume. On high fan, it has a steady white noise character, which some people may actually like for sleeping, because it can drown out outside noise. But if you need a silent bedroom, this probably won't be your favorite nighttime appliance. That said, it doesn't have the harsh clacking and popping sounds that cheaper units can have. It's more of a constant air conditioner sound. I also noticed that if it's on a wood floor, vibrations can travel a bit, so placing it on a heavy board or firm surface can help. One small trick, if you hear a light buzz from the front panel, is to shim it gently with something thin, like a folded card. It's not elegant, but it can work. Another detail I like is the remote. It's simple and useful, especially when the unit is across the room or you're in bed. The unit also comes with a cover, which is nice if you store it during cooler months. The filter setup is another positive. The air quality can feel noticeably better, especially when using the carbon filter, and that can help if there are outdoor smells or smoky air around. I would still keep an eye on filter maintenance though. A suggested filter change interval can feel a little frequent unless the space is dusty or the unit is running constantly. The exhaust hose gets hot while the unit is running. Not dangerously hot in my experience, but hot enough that insulating the hose can help keep that heat from radiating back into the room. Some people use duct wrap or a temporary towel until they get proper insulation. Keeping the hoses as short and straight as possible also helps, but that has to be balanced with keeping the unit in a usable spot. Also, make sure your electrical setup can handle it. This is a powerful appliance, and if it shares a circuit with too many other things, you can run into breaker issues. I'd be cautious and avoid loading the same circuit with computers, heaters, or other high-draw devices while this is running. As for portability, I'd call it movable, not effortless. It's portable in the sense that you can take it with you if you move homes, or roll it across a hard floor. But because of the size, weight, hoses, and window kit, it really works best when you install it in one place and leave it there for the season. Overall, I think the Whynter 14,000 BTU dual-hose portable air conditioner is a strong choice if you need serious cooling and can't or don't want to install a traditional window unit. It cools fast, the fan is powerful, the dual-hose design is useful, and it can make a hot room feel livable again during heat waves. The downsides are mostly around setup and convenience. It's big, heavy, the window kit could be better, and it's not silent when the compressor turns on. But once it's installed properly, it does the main job very well. It cools. If you have any questions about this product, feel free to leave them in the comments below.